Hello there, it's Richard here from wphacker.com discussing all things WordPress, and today we're going to look at compressing WordPress using GZIP and or mod deflate to lighten the load and serve the website a little bit faster than it was being served before. Although WordPress is a fabulous platform which we can do many things with, because of its dynamic nature and being database driven, it can sometimes be a little bit heavy on load time. So by using compression we can try and lighten that load and improve the speed times as much as we can. Okay, well that's it. Let's jump in and get started. Hello, welcome back to test server 771, our old friend that we use for these videos here, and you may remember it from one of our initial videos whereby we used it to show how to make your first WordPress installation. Now, WordPress is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful piece of kit. And it powers, a huge percentage of the world's websites out there. But one of the issues that WordPress has, especially on shared hosting platforms, which I'd have thought that many of you will be using, is that it can sometimes be a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish on delivering pages when people are on your website. Now, Google doesn't like a high page load speed time, and neither will the people on your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at compression factors here and how we can make your page be quicker and lighter by adding what's called GZIP compression to your website. And in doing so, what it'll do, it will make your website page smaller, it'll deliver that faster to your visitor, and then the visitor's browser will then decompress the web page and show it as you intended it to be. Now, in doing this, we've got to add a little bit of code to one of your main files within your website, and that is called the .htaccess file. Let's have a little look at where the .htaccess file is. If we go back into our file manager here, okay, and into our public HTML, let's just click on that. We'll see as we scroll down, the .htaccess file is just there. Now be very careful with this file, as with all the files on your server, because getting it wrong with this or deleting it by mistake will cause significant problems, and in fact your website won't load at all. And you'll be hunting around for the problem, and it'll be this problem here. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on that, edit, and there we're going to see exactly what's in the htaccess file. And that tells the person that is visiting the site, tells his browser how the server is going to respond and how it's going to work and how it's going to deliver the website to them. Okay? And as we can see, what we have in there at the minute is top line there and the instructions for using WordPress. So to compress that now, what we're going to do is we're just going to enter that down by one line. And I'm going to copy and paste a little bit of code across here into line 1. Just let me bring that across now. Here we go. Copy. Okay, I'm going to paste it in. And what that does, it will compress specific aspects of your website and serve it as a much lighter load. So let's just save that now, shall we? Okay. And then we'll close that. We don't want to keep that open in case we make mistakes or overwrite anything. Okay, we'll get rid of File Manager there. And let's go back to test server 771. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look and just see if we are compressing our website or not. And for that we're going to use a website called checkgzipcompression.com. Okay, so our website name is loaded in there. Let's click the old search magnifying glass there and just see what happens now. Okay, and as we can see, if we were serving the page without compression, it would be 53k, but because we are serving a compressed website through GZIP up here, it is now just over 18k, and we've made savings there of 66% on load time. Now that is pretty good, and that's a great place to start. There are other ways to make your website faster by looking through caching plugins and whatnot, but we'll do that on a different video. However, this is a really good start for you, and we can deliver the website a little bit more efficiently than we did before. We can please our visitors and just as importantly, we can please Google also. Now, you've seen some code being inserted into an htaccess file. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about copying it down. I would normally put things into the comments on YouTube, but the problem is that YouTube are not very happy about code being pasted into their comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link back to the wphacker.com page where you can copy and paste the GZIP code from there. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and leave a constructive comment if you so fit. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. As regular viewers of our videos will know, we like to end off all our tutorials with a little bit of a joke, just to put a bit of brevity back into our lives. So here's the one for this video. It was a sunny day in Ireland, and two men were sitting in a pub drinking a few pints of Guinness, when suddenly one man turned to the other and said, "You see that man over there? He looks just like me, and I think I'm going to go over there and talk to him." So he stood up, walked over to the man sat at the bar, tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, sir, but I noticed you look just like me." The second man turned around and said, "Yeah, I noticed the same thing. Where are you from?" The first man said, "I'm from Dublin." The second man, stunned, said, "Me too. What street do you live on?" The first man said, "McCarthy Street." The second man replied, "Me too. What number is it?" The first man says, 162. The second man stood up from his bar stool, completely shocked. "Me too. What are your parents' names?" The first man said, "Connor and Shannon." The second man by this stage was absolutely awestruck and said, "Mine too. This is unbelievable." They put their arms around each other and bought some more Guinness. Suddenly, the new barman came in who was taking over and said to the barman that was already on the bar, "What's going on today?" The other bartender said, "Oh, it's only the Murphy twins. They're drunk again."